ज्ञानमतध्वान्तदिवाकरः जयत्यमितसज्ञानसुखशक्तिपयोनिधिः अभ्रमं भङ्गरहितं अजडं विमलं सदा आनन्दतीर्थमतुलं भजे तापत्रयापहं तपस्वाध्यायशुश्रूषा कृष्णपूजारतं मुनिं विश्वेशमिष्टदं वन्दे परिव्राट् चक्रवर्तिनम्. In continuation of my first talk, I shall give some description of the three simple sayings of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, which I mentioned in my first talk. The three sayings are Asato ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityor ma Amritam Gamaya. The word Asat means sorrow, misery, and the prayer here is offered to God, and it's a prayer to God to lead one from misery, from sorrow to happiness. That is the meaning of the sentence Asato ma Sadgamaya. Tamas means darkness. Darkness is a symbol of ignorance. Jyotis means light, knowledge. So this prayer means it's a prayer to God to lead one from darkness to light, from ignorance to enlightenment. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya is a third saying. This saying means, please lead me from death to immortality. Mrityu means death. Amrita means Amritatva, a state of immortality. And this very Upanishad gives some explanation to the word Asat and Tamaha. We saw that there is a word Asat, Asatoma Sadgamaya. The Upanishad itself explains the word Asat as Mrityu. Asat is Mrityu. I said Asat means sorrow or misery. Upanishad says Asat is Mrityu. Mrityurva Asat. We easily understand in our life and around our life that sorrow causes such a bad experience that we exclaim that it is a death. Our Kannada language has an idiom to express the unbearability of sorrow as Saita Idini. That Saita Idini means that sorrow is unbearable. The unbearability of sorrow is expressed in this fashion, that is idiomatic. Upanishad agrees with this. Mrityurva Asat, sorrow is death. Therefore, when there is a prayer to lead one from sorrow to happiness, it is a prayer to lead one from death to immortality. So, the statement Asatoma Sadgamaya means lead me from death to immortality. Again, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, Mrityurvai Tamaha Jyotiramritam. In the first statement, Mrityorma Asat Amritam Gamaya is there. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya is there. What is Tamas? Upanishad itself says, Mrityurvai Tamaha. Tamas means ignorance or darkness. Ignorance or darkness is very death. One should read the pages of history where prisoners, especially political prisoners, were condemned to such dark cells where they had nothing to see, nothing to understand, nothing to think, just living in pitch darkness. That living in pitch darkness for unlimited days is nothing but death. Upanishad says, Mrityurvai tamaha, darkness is death. So, in inflicting a death-like experience to prisoners is the aim of those rulers who sent them to those kind of cells. Upanishad says, Mrityurvai tamaha, darkness is death. Similarly, ignorance is death. Therefore, when there is a prayer, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, it means lead me from death-like ignorance, from death-like darkness to light. Light means deepa or enlightenment. Whoever has an experience of this death-like darkness or ignorance, when taken to the light or enlightenment, that is a very, very pleasant experience of release and emancipation. Therefore, this light or light like enlightenment is just amritatva or immortality. Therefore, all the three statements mean the same. According to Upanishad itself, asatoma sadgamaya means lead me from death to happiness. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya means lead me from death to happiness or immortality. Mrityorma amritam gamaya also means this. So, unhappiness, sorrow or misery is death itself. Ignorance or darkness is death itself. Mrityu is death. So, sorrow, ignorance and death are brought under two brackets. They are the same. So, living for long years, experiencing only sorrow, or living for long years in ignorance is nothing but death. Therefore, when the sage of the Upanishad gives an expression to this thought, this means these three are the aspects of death. Death is death, ignorance is death, and misery is death. One should be able to conquer this misery or sorrow, this ignorance or darkness. How it's possible to conquer this sorrow? How this ignorance? It's a long journey. It's a very long journey. One should understand Atma, that is the master and lord of this universe, master of everyone, master, the lord of everyone. One should understand that Lord. How? In what way? We have to understand that Lord. That Lord of us is full of virtues and free from all vices or blemishes. If one has some self-interest, some vices and blemishes, he may lead society to some difficulties, griefs and sorrows to serve his own self-interest. But the Atma of Upanishads, the Lord of this universe, the master of this universe, has no self-interest. He is always perfect. He is always perfect, fully happy soul. God is fully happy soul. Our Upanishad says, Apta Kamasya Kaspruha. Here we have a soul or Atma, the master of this universe, or the lord of this universe, is Apta Kama. He has everything and nothing else he has to earn for his own pleasure, for his own happiness. If we want to overcome or conquer grief or sorrow, ignorance or darkness, or this death, we have to understand that God is full of virtues and free from all vices. When we understand Atma is full of virtues and free from all vices, that God has no self-interest. Because he has no self-interest, he only bestows happiness and freedom from miseries to those persons who make serious endeavor to attain that happiness and attain the state of immortality. So one should endeavor. To understand this Atma, to realize this Atma, that would take one to the aspired state of immortality, aspired state of enlightenment, aspired state of happiness. That is a great enlightenment bestowed on readers of Upanishads in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. I express my gratitude to organizers of this talk, and I offer my pranams to Sri Swamiji and end by this talk.